There's tremendous frame to win.
Fantastic bottle. The black he actually potted to go up for yellow was an incredible shot. He played it so calmly. And the irony is that I don't think we've had a frame won all week from needing a snooker. Now, lo and behold, we've had two in a row to take us to the decider. We've been saying it all day. It's going to be a close final and it's going to pan out that way. And we've got a decider, and the match probably deserves that.
The 17th frame, when it was 8-all, that long frame, 40-odd minutes. Yeah. You know, you watched that when Judd should have won that frame 10 minutes earlier, and then he'll look at this frame and now thought he should have won that one as well.
Well, I mean, obviously he's sitting there now. You see, obviously the frame that Neil lost, I don't think is affecting him now as much as that frame, because. And Judd had a shot at the black, and that black that he missed, actually, Alan and I were discussing, we've been probably in the game too long, but Steve Davis, when he won his second world title against Cliff Thorburn, wasn't it? Yeah. He potted a black just like the one that Judd never even wobbled there to win the title. And, you know, at his best, you'd fancy him, but pressure does strange things. He missed it by a mile, and he's one of the best potters the game's ever seen. Yeah,
I think at that point, I'm only guessing, but when Judd's teeing up the black, everything's moving. His eyesight would be affected. Everything, because he had the match in the palm of his hand. You know, he really should have won, but Robbo's come back. But given that he missed that black, which has forced us into a deciding frame, has the momentum shifted in Robertson's favour?
I'd say it has. Because he's pretty cool, isn't he? He's, you know, he really is a cool dude. But these two, this has been a great match, and this is one of the frames of any season we're about to witness. I think anyone watching this, we're in for a treat, aren't we?
We most certainly are. Let me hand you back to Clive Everton.
Neil Robertson beat Sean Murphy 6-5 earlier in the week.
Neil Robertson
he beat Ronnie O'Sullivan 6-5, and now again he's had to go the full distance. Each player has made 4 centuries, but in the last few frames, the emphasis is lent much more towards the tactical game, including the laying of snookers. Trump committed himself to that, knowing that he was going to leave a red along the black cushion if he missed it.
Yeah, you wonder if Judd Trump's got anything left in the tank. He was one red into the right middle pocket away from the title. There's no doubt, if you look at body language, who the favourite for this deciding frame is. Doesn't always work out that way.
8.
Believe me, Neil will be feeling it inside. But outwardly, he's sending good signals. Still walking around the table at the same pace with the same authority.
Nine.
After some comparatively lean times, Neil Robertson is back at his best. He was in the latter half of last season when he won the Welsh Open and the China Open.
14.
He hasn't won a title this season, but it looks as if he might well win this one.
Done well to get right side of the blue there. Nobody could say that Neil Robertson had an easy ride in this tournament.
20.
This will be his third deciding frame match. He's only beaten Sean Murphy, Ronnie O'Sullivan, and now the world #1 world champion.
21.
If, that is, he goes on to win this frame. Long way to go. Oh, he looks very focused. He looks very composed. Two reds just loose at the bottom of the pack. One definitely pots to the right corner. I don't know if the other one's available.
27.
If the other one pots, he'll use that red to open the pack of reds. And you can see there, it clearly does. So, great opportunity. May even play that red now. The one to the right, the two that's in the open.
34.
Just bring a couple of reds into play.
Pin drop silence from this capacity crowd.
Didn't
Play it as positively as I thought he might. Obviously just didn't want to risk not being on the black at this stage. But if he wasn't going to play to open reds, I don't see the point in playing that one. I'd have played the other red. He's finished low. How do you want to play it? The guaranteed way of being on the black is playing topspin.
42.
It's playing bottom. Oh, wonderful shot. Wonderful shot.
43.
Okay, just short of being right side of the blue. That struck that beautifully. Pink does go to the left corner. He may have to use the rest, so it looks like leaving himself a medium range pot to the right corner. Don't know whether he'll risk taking the cue ball in and out of bulk at this stage. He's going back to look at the pink. They're lining up for that mid-range red. So, going to play the blue.
Eight.
This is the first missable pot he's had for a while.
But he hasn't missed it.
Don't think anything pots to the left corner, so the red to the right of those three above the black. Play for that to right middle. You just wonder the way this match is going. Is there another twist?
56.
You wouldn't think so at the moment, the way Neil's playing.
continuing to close in on victory, and his second Champion of Champions title.
He struck the cue ball just impeccably in this deciding frame. You'd have to say the end of the last frame as well, getting the snooker and the clearance he made. Nothing tentative about it at all.
64.
Trump knows that Robertson needs only a red and high value colour.
65.
To clinch the match.
In a normal situation, if this was in the middle of the match, he would be taking the black on, but he still is going to. I thought he might be tempted by the pink, just to drop it in and take the cue ball up the table. Black's the shot if you were carrying on the break, but
this black would put Robertson 72 in front with only 67 left.
now is he going to finish with his 5th century of this final? Now he can relax and enjoy this final visit. He knows he's won. What a feeling it is.
He's done it the hard way.
80. 81. 88. 89. 96. 97.
5th century of the match. And Trump has made 4.
104. 110.
Trump went 1 up with 2 to play by winning a frame in which he needed a snooker. Robertson
115.
levelled at 9 all by winning a frame in which he needed a snooker to tie, and then potted the extra black.
119.
One decent chance has been enough for the Australian number 1 in this deciding frame.
124. 130.
Neil Robertson finishes in style with a 137 total clearance. He becomes champion of champions for the second time, and takes the first prize of £150,000. Trump takes 60,000 as runner-up. His capacity crowd have been treated to a wonderful exhibition, not only of potting and break building, but of the tactical game. And it's the third time in the last 12 months that Robertson has won a title. And that, I think, is his eldest son, Alexander. Robertson himself is pretty emotional. It means so much to him. He's worked so hard for this. So it remains for me to hand over to Phil Seymour to host the presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, after an incredible final, would you please welcome your presentation party, the Chief Operating Officer of Matchroom Multisports, Emily Fraser, and the City of Coventry Lord Mayor, Councillor Linda Bigham. First of all, our runner-up, receiving the runners-up medal and prize money of £60,000, Judd Trump.
Well, Judd, little consolation for you, but that was the most enthralling final we've seen here for many a year. Just give us your thoughts on that one and the way it ended.
I think obviously it was good to play in. The standard was very good throughout. I think it was a bit up and down at times tonight. We were both missing a few, and Neil scored the heavier tonight when he needed to, and just a few crucial balls at crucial times. And I think overall Neil deserved to win. I think he played the better snooker over the two sessions.
You've had the most amazing year since becoming the world champion. I appreciate that you've obviously been disappointed here, but obviously the season goes on. You're off to Northern Ireland next. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I'm not too disappointed. I think Neil played the better snooker tonight. I got outplayed. And it's always a joy playing Neil. He plays the game the right way. He gets on with it. He plays similar to myself, sees the ball, goes for it, and clears up. So I think it was a game that I enjoyed. Disappointed to lose, obviously, from the position I was in, but I think I had a bit of luck before that to put myself in that position. So just onwards and upwards, really. Look forward to the next tournament.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for this week and enjoy Belfast. Thank you very much. Judd Trump, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll get a word now with our champion of champions, Neil Robertson. Congratulations. What a way to finish with that wonderful break at the end.
Yeah, I was semi-unconscious when I potted the winning balls, and then just clearing up there. I can't believe, first of all, you know, to play a match like that, the pair of us, you know, it's the best match I've ever been involved in, and certainly probably a lot of people here today would say that it's probably the best match they've ever seen. I think the standard overall was incredible. I think it had everything. I mean, I don't know what the century total was in the end, but it was quite a lot. A couple of games, a couple of frames on the black. Those last two there, you know, I dug in really deep to force a decider. But can I say to Judd, I mean, you know, what a world champion he's been. I think, you know, he's really matured as a player and as a person, you know, away from the table. He's cut out the nights away in Vegas, like, to a reasonable amount. But, you know, just the way you spoke there, Judd, I mean, it's important the way you conduct yourself as a champion when you win, but more importantly when you lose. And I think that was a perfect example of Judd right there. Just perfectly sums him up.
And for the match itself, as you say, an absolutely enthralling match. You said after the match with Ronnie that that was the best match of the season, and this one's topped that, hasn't it? Yeah,
oh yeah, without a doubt. I think, you know, if you were to tell Judd and I before the match that's the sort of standard we would play against, you know, many other players, the match would have been done and dusted halfway during the second session. So I think it was a great credit to both of us. We never backed down. We kept playing the shots, and that's the sort of snooker people want to see these days. And I'm sure everyone watching got a great buzz out of it. This is one of the few genuine occasions where you can say that it is unfortunate to have a loser in the match. I don't think Judd lost the match. I really felt I had to try and win it off him today.
When you potted the Reese body black, did you think this could be my night?
Well, I don't know. You know, you go into the decider and all you want is one chance. Judd was very brave going for the long red. If he pops the long red off my break off, he probably wins the match. And, you know, yeah, it was just a brilliant match all round.
You've been bold from the very beginning of this competition. We've all enjoyed it, but I'll tell you who else has enjoyed it. Young Alexander and Penelope, your daughter here, your wife's here. It's special to be able to enjoy it with the family, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the first time Penelope's, you know, been here. She doesn't really know what's going on. She's only 7 months old, but... but, no, it's really special for me to do that. I think, you know, once she was born, I was like, oh, God, I've got to start winning, you know, winning more tournaments so she can be there as well. It's the best feeling in the world when you can win tournaments and also to share those moments with your family as well.
We'll enjoy it. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, collecting the winner's medal, prize money of £150,000, the trophy, but crucially the title of 2019 ManBet X Champion of Champions, the Thunder from Down Under, Neil Robertson!
Wonderful scenes there as Neil Robertson celebrates with his family the Champion of Champions 2019. Following up, of course, he won this title in 2015. He's been a world champion, but this one means a lot to him, I think, especially as he has his daughter Penelope there to enjoy it as well. Join us after the break and we'll have reaction and analysis with Stephen Hendry, Alan McManus and Neil Folds.